Hey guys, it's Colton here. Today we're looking at the Osomatsu San Noodle Nokkematsu figures. We're looking at Ichimatsu, Jushimatsu, and Toramatsu today, brothers 4 through 6, my favorites. We had opened the Jushimatsu figure in the Jushimatsu festival video, so we'll take a look at him today with the other ones as well, but that's why he's actually open already. These two are still sealed, so we're going to be opening them up and looking at them. Let's pull two of these figures off to the side and we'll look at Ichimatsu's box. So here, like we said, we have the Noodle Nokkematsu label in Japanese. I'm using Google Translate, of course, to be able to tell you what all this says. They're noodle topping figures. So what this essentially means is that you would put Ichimatsu on the top of your noodle cup to keep it closed. You can do the same with Toramatsu, or you can put them like on here on a tissue box. They're pretty good sized figures, honestly. I'm really happy with the scale of these guys in particular, so we can open him up and take a look at him first, and then we can get a look in at Jushimatsu and then Toramatsu. So here we have Ichimatsu, really great detail, little butterfly on the head. So yeah, I mean, really simple figure, no articulation or anything like that, but like I said, the actual size is what really is what I love about it, because of the detail. Obviously, just captures perfectly Ichimatsu from the show, but also the fact that he sits so well anywhere you put him. That's really great. We're gonna see some problems running in to that with some of the other figures just because of how they're shaped, but that's also part of the novelty of these toys, is how they're supposed to be displayed around your house. So yeah, I mean, Ichimatsu, he's awesome. Take a look at him. Take a look at Jushimatsu real quick. I mean, yeah, look at that. That's Jushimatsu. He's a weird toy for sure. He's naked, he's power sliding. Yep. You know, really great in scale, obviously, with his brother, Ichi. But yeah, like I said, no articulation, but the actual build quality, like whatever material these guys are made of, it feels really nice. You can see where they get joined together. I don't know the actual construction of these figures, but you know, he's got these like weird joints around the legs. And yeah, here we go, Toady. And here he is, the sixth brother. Yeah, like I said, you can see, he does actually lay down with one leg in the air still. He's at a weird angle. You can't really count for that, but if you have anything, you could sit him on, you could perch him on something like that, and he'd sit really good, but I just don't know off the top of my head what you could use. The detail on him, again, is really great. Little fish right here is so cute. Here. Try and focus in on that. Yeah, look at that. Super cute little fish. Yeah, no reason for that to be there, but it is. It's awesome. I guess it's the same reason why that butterfly's there, you know. But yeah, these aren't stacking figures or anything like that. That would be really fun. Almost wants to. But yeah, again, just they're all in scale with each other. There we go. Kind of a stacking figure with Jushimatsu. His foot goes right on him perfectly. Look at that. These guys are cool. Let's he could pose like that if he got some sort of way for his foot to rest up, because that's kind of a pose. That's a mood, honestly. It's like some Team Rocket or Ginyu Force pose or something like that, you know? But no. I'd say the same for something like these in different positions. It's funny. always, it reminds me of when you were a kid, you know, or at least when I was a kid, they had so many Star Wars toys, and so many of them were in pre-selected poses that you couldn't articulate, like they could articulate maybe at the shoulder or right at the hip, but not at the knee or anything like that, so you just have characters with a lightsaber arm grip, and his arm is at a 45-degree angle, and if you move it in any direction other than the pose that it's meant for, it looks really goofy. Kind of reminds me of that, you know. But let's measure these guys, and compare them to a couple other figures maybe, and then get out of here for the day. Okay, so Ichimatsu, the fourth Matsu brother, is gonna be just about 2.5 inches tall at the butterfly. It looks like underneath that maybe closer to 2.25 inches. Matsu, the fifth Matsuno brother, is right at 1.5 inches. With the snorkel, it's 1.75 inch tall. He is, let's see, about 3 inches long. Ichimatsu is about 1.25 inches wide. Todomatsu is gonna be at 1.75 again, and right about at 2.75 inches long. Again, that's because of the pose he's in. Obviously, he's gonna lose a little bit of that length that Yoshimatsu's got on him. Can't really see it from that side, but yeah, there you go. It's his feet, it's his actual feet sticking out that are the main difference, because from front to back, he actually sticks out a little bit farther because of the positioning of his arm and head, his arms and his head. So, yeah, we'll compare him to a couple other figures real quick. So, just to compare these Noodle sitting figures to some other regular figures, we have the WCF. Big version, I guess, of Karamatsu. He's got that brown hair, really weird looking, but you see where they scale up next to him. The WCF Chibita that comes with the Odin set, not in scale. And then the Bandai finger puppet of Ichimatsu. Again, love these guys. These vinyl figures are great. But yeah, you know, just fun little guys to have in the collection. Like I said, they just sit anywhere, and they'll pretty much be great desk decorations, or any way you want to display them, you know, it works for you. I just kind of keep them in my bedroom and find fun ways to display them and put them in new configurations and stuff like that, but you can do whatever you want with them, like I said. Great little details always in Ichimatsu toys, where he's got 3D, like the bumpy hair, you know, because it's all frazzled. It's the same as on this guy too. They actually just texture it, and it is always really great. Just little details like that that make me love collecting the Osomatsu San figures, Osomatsu in general, because the older figures are really cool too. I want to pick up some of them from the 80s. It's just some of them get pretty pricey because they are old, obviously. They're not in the greatest condition. Plastic's deteriorated and stuff like that because the standards, especially back then, weren't nearly as strong as they are today, and especially the chemicals that they used in a lot of plastics break down over time, and then you get a toy from 40 plus years ago and it's broken if you handle it the wrong way. So it's just something where I want to make sure that I get something that's a good example of a retro figure or a retro toy that isn't something I have to be too fragile with, but obviously it's not something I'm going to handle a lot anyways. Just something that I think would be great to have in the collection, because there's nobody brought Osomatsu-kun over to the United States in any way, really. Anime fans knew about it, but it's a lot like Chibi Maruko-chan, where it's just so big in Japan, and it has no following over here. So yeah, these are just really fun toys. Always love making videos about these guys. We'll make a video about Osomatsu, Karamatsu, and Choromatsu once I get them there. You know, well, I should say, I have Choromatsu. I just need Karamatsu and Osomatsu, because I got Karamatsu with, I got Choromatsu with Ichimatsu, so I just need the first two brothers, and then we can make a video on those three. We'll come back and do a couple other figure reviews. I have a couple more figures to show off for the time being, and then we'll switch it up and make some longer form videos. If you guys are interested, let me know, and I hope you guys are having a great day.